Now joining us live in the studio to talk more about the first ever Cowboys game played in that $1.2 billion dream of a stadium is Cowboys starting safety Ken Hamlin. Appreciate you taking the time, Ken. But right off the bat, man, from your viewpoint, what do you think about the stadium?
It's amazing. I think that it's definitely bigger than what people expected. The hype was definitely big, and it was exciting to get out there and actually get in there and get our feet wet a little bit.
With that much hype, with that much attention going into this particular game, did it feel like a preseason game?
Well, it still did. I think that we still, wanted to go out there and work on some things, get some things accomplished. But at the same time, when you had the visiting team with their camcorders out, recording it, the stadium and everything, you could tell that it was an exciting experience. And they knew that it was something big, and we did as well.
Do you feel any added pressure in being in the NFL's largest stadium? Jerry, he's put a lot of money into it and a lot of time. Do you feel any added pressure to live up to this magnificent stadium?
Well, Jerry's pockets are pretty deep, so we know he could afford it. I put more pressure on myself than a stadium or anyone else can put on me. So I think that we have pressure on ourselves just to go out and perform. Away or home. This definitely gives us a big advantage at home, with the type of fans we can put in there, the crowd noise. It was definitely big. With 75,000 there, man, we can go ahead and stack 100,000 there in one game. I think that we're going to get a lot of false starts and a lot of different things, whatever, with our defense getting the crowd loud.
Well, defensively, let's talk about you guys' performance. I thought you guys looked a lot better, a lot more crisp. Your thoughts on defensively, the improvements you made from the first game to the second game? You guys held Lindell White and those guys to 7 yards rush. I don't think you gave up a first down until late in the second quarter, held them to 10 points. Your thoughts on the defensive performance you guys had?
I think we came out with a focus. Defense. Our first defense played a little bit more, but even when our reserve guys got in, like I told our DBs, don't think. Just go out and play like you played in college. Just go out and play. There was a lot of thinking going on in the first game. It was their first game out there, so they didn't want to make mistakes, which normally that's when it occurs. So for them to get out there, fly around, have fun, and it showed. They had fun out there the other night, and hopefully we can keep that going.
No doubt. And you guys are just beginning. You guys start practice over at Valley Ranch tomorrow after spending 3.5 weeks in San Antonio for training camp.
Oh, yeah.
Are you happy to be back, though?
Definitely. I think that, San Antonio was good to us. The fans out there were definitely great to us, I think. But, it's good to be home. It's good to actually be able to sleep in your bed and, drive to work and come back to your bed at night. So it's going to be exciting. I think that, we're definitely taking steps to be a better team.
Now, from the media side, there was nothing soft about this particular training camp. We didn't get a day off. I worked like 24, 25 days in a row. Nothing soft about this particular camp. Your thoughts on this camp and how it's different than some of the camps that the critics called Camp Cupcake?
Well, hopefully the media is satisfied with whatever happened at this training camp. You know what? I wouldn't think that any of our camps were soft, were light or anything like that, because the coaches demand a lot out of us. As players, we demand a lot out of ourselves, and I think that we went about it the same way. But we had a focus in this camp. We went out to handle business and come back home, a little bit better than we went in there. So they can take it however they want it, but we're trying to get better as a team.
That's what's up. Let's look forward to the season a little bit, and let's more so talk about the defensive secondary. Your success, a large part of it, depends on you being in unison with the rest of the members in the secondary, and it's kind of hard to do when there's a lot of injuries. As last season, it was like a revolving door as far as the injuries. How do you feel about your defensive secondary this year? We've seen a couple of little nicks and bruises, but overall, how confident are you in this secondary going into the season?
Oh, definitely confident. We have a lot of young guys that have a lot of speed and experience. Not just playing with this team, but just experience playing the positions. Health is always going to be an issue, guys staying healthy, but, it's something I'm never going to make an excuse on. Regardless of who's playing next to me or, in the secondary with me, we got to go out and we got to perform. And that's what I said last year. I'm going to say that this year as well, is that, hopefully we can all stay healthy, but things happen, injuries happen, and we're going to still go out and perform and try to put points on the board defensively as well as get our offense the ball back so they can put points on the board as well.
Awesome. Now you've been busy on the football field, but you're getting it done away from the football field. Just yesterday, you did your part to help hundreds of kids around Dallas get ready for the school year. You partnered up with the YMCA of Dallas. Just tell us a little bit about what you had going on yesterday. It was a beautiful thing.
It was great. I think that for me to be able to give back to some of the kids, help some of the parents out, getting their kids ready for school. I gave out book bags yesterday just to, help out some of the kids and things they were trying to accomplish, and hopefully they can get their school year started off right, just like we can get our season started off right. And, to see the smiles on their faces, to get some of the thank yous from the parents, and, just everyone coming together to make it a special event. It was great.
Now, he's being modest. You guys had a lot more going on than just handing out book bags, haircuts.
Yeah.
You guys were doing a little dental work for the kids. You fed the kids. No doubt, a great time.
Yeah, I got to thank everyone that helped put it together. I think, Rick, my barber, he brought some guys together. My whole crew, they put it together and did a great job of just, making it easy for me to be able to give back and, help people out.
Awesome. Well, Ken, we're going to look forward to seeing you do some great things. We know we got the third preseason game of the year coming up this upcoming Saturday against the 49ers, the dress rehearsal. We're going to wish you well as you go into that game.
See if we can get 100,000 out of this game, see how loud it can get.
There you go. It's only getting bigger and better. Appreciate you taking the time, problem. Ken. We got a lot more to talk about, including the Rangers starting to feel the playoff pressure a little bit.
Still ahead on Inside Sports.
What we